Hello, hello, hello. Let's everyone stand and stretch. And hello, people on Zoom. We may have more people on Zoom because people don't want to come out in the rain.
And it is really raining.
Yeah, and it's cold in here. So we're going to have to run around the church and get in our steps, as Jacqueline was just doing. All right. And massage through your mask, massage your jaw. And I noticed the class was working on non-involvement of the jaw, so you're just going to think, joyfully dumb. And that will keep that height. You don't want to just do this, but joyfully dumb. Okay. And then a little cat tongue or doggy pant. Would you do that? Good. So our tongue is nice and relaxed at the dorsum, right in there. Good. Let's do some NG sirens, and we'll do, just for starters, good, and roll your shoulders a little bit. Good. And jog in place to feel the earth. Not much of an earth, but here we go. Great. Shake out your hands. And let's give us a G, if you would. Let's do. That's 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, 1. Ready, and. Good. And then we're going to Myron, which is mouth and siren. We're going to do E-O, 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 E, but I want you to keep sirening the NG. And this is for independent action. Ready? And. And then we're going to raise our palate, and the air is now going to go through our mouths and not our nose. So you're going to raise your palate, get that dome in there, and sing. E-O, 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 E. Very good. And a half step. NG siren. And. E-O, 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 E. And an NG siren. And the purpose of that is to have the vocal folds just exercise. Just the vocal folds. And everybody, and. Sing. Stick that tongue up on that palate. One more time. And. There you go. And now we're going to just independently move the lips. Ready? And. Oh, I'm hearing E-O, E-O, but I want. Stick that tongue up there. NG. NG and the lips only. Again. So I can almost do anything. And the vocal folds will continue to phonate on their own. Now raise your palate, raise that dome, and. E-O, 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 E. Excellent. And G, and. Add the lips. Raise the palate, and. Very nice. One more, in G. Good, nice high tongue, and add the lips. And raise the do all of these little independent things. Great. Put your hands here and breathe into your pecs. Feel it expand. And not your shoulders, just your pecs. Great. And then put your fists in your armpits so you feel your ribs. Breathe in. Here you might get a little action in the elbows. And then hands on your back. Good. Now, one on your pec, one in your pit. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. One in your pit, one in your back, both spots. And like Shiva, all three. Ready? Breathe in. And now we're going to sing. Let's do a G. A G. And we're going to just think about the breathing. Ready? All three places. Breathe. All three places in. Hold it out. In your back, in your pecs. All three. Hold it out. And again. Last week is put a plumb line from your nose to the back of your head, and then a plumb line from this little hole above your ear, and I forgot my bobblehead, but it's perfect because the stem of the statue goes straight up in the middle of his head. So find that little crosshairs in the middle of your head, and let's sing I Love to Sing. And I would like you to just gently keep that a little bit right at that ball bearing, a little greased. I love to sing. Just move that a little bit. And I love to sing. Excellent. And again. I love to sing. Keep it moving. And so we're never static. I love to sing from deep inside that place where the spine goes into the skull. Notice we have a skull and there's a back part of the skull. That's back in here. Back in here. So it's more inside the head. And one more, a couple more. Yes, perfect. And take the 3-part breath and bobblehead. Go. I love to sing. And I love to sing. Yes, raise that dome inside. I love to sing. Yes, even more. I love to sing. And even more. Voice. Excellent, excellent. What is that? A flat. Very good, very good, very good. Let's us do Midsummer Night's Dream. Now the challenge is when you're sitting with a heavy book of music to keep that bobblehead, to keep that alignment. Okay, Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm so glad everyone's here in the rain. Okay. We haven't done this one a lot, but let's take a little go at it. It gets rather high, but Most of you just sang an A flat, so give that a whirl. Okay. So let's start at you. This microphone is going to make me stay high because I can't do this. Darn it. You spotted snakes with double. Okay. Let's do it all on an NG siren. We're going to go. Now between thorny, we have a half step. Notice that half step. There it is. Right. Would you just play us the tune, Jacqueline? And that's good enough. Great. So this is called audiating. We're going to listen again and kind of get it in our brains. And again. Do that again and put that little bobblehead in there so you're already used to it. Ready? And again, listen. Good. And your alignment and your posture is better. Great. Let's do an NG. Ready? And. Good. Now we're going to Myron. So we're going to do less jaw, but just use your lips and the tip of your tongue. Ready? And. Now we're going to raise our palate and sing the words. Ready? And. Excellent, excellent. And do that one more time and check that bobblehead and the 3-part breath. And. Excellent. Would you play the next section? Good. On an NG siren. And. And then hold this note. There you go. Good. Myron. So you can notice what your lips are going to do. Newts, and it'll be newts and Myron. Excellent. Good. Now open up that palate, that dome, and you'll be singing. I have a lot of students say, oh, so now you want me to just sing it. No, I want you to keep that high tongue. I want you to keep that independent lips. And then we're going to raise the palate so the air goes out of the mouth instead of through the nose. Ready? And. Excellent. And altos, are you comfortable with that? Pretty comfortable? Quid. You can say quid instead of queen. Quid. Let's do it from the beginning. Ready? Sit taller. Yes, yes. And 1, and. You spotted snakes with double toes. Newts and blind worms could go wrong. Hold it. Excellent. And would you play the next part? Good enough. And one more time, everyone's NG siren. And NG, always notice where your tongue is. It's quite high. Ready? And. Siren it. Keep going. Excellent. My how the consonants work in your lips and your tongue. And give us an E. There we go. And excellent. And raise your palate. Raise that dome higher than the NG tongue. Ready? And remember, another trick of raising your palate is get ready to take a drink of water. So it's up there, and you keep it up there. Ready? Let's try that again. Take a sip of water, and your palate goes up, and your tongue will stay forward. Ready? And breathe. Yes. Again. Palate up. Excellent. And then keep going. And so can you keep going? And rest, rest. And then it'll be hence away. Rest, rest. Yes, let's do that one. Hence away. Rest, rest. Now hold. Hence away. Good. And then your note. Everyone play the G sharp or B sharp again. B sharp. You got it easy. You go up a half step. Right. Play the B sharp again. And then the A. Ding dong. And then yours is a little harder. Play the B sharp. So that's your interval, whatever the interval that is. Great. Let's all do hence away, and we're going to do hence away, and then I would like you to stop on that first note and sing fi, and you're going to hold the fi. All right? Actually, let's just do the first chord. Let's do the fi. And hold that, ready, go. And start to feel it in your body. Yes, sometimes when I was in Philharmonia, I thought, oh, I don't know what my next note is. I have no idea. And you kind of trust, and you know how it felt. You've rehearsed this, just how it feels. And it usually worked out, fine. Remember Renee Fleming, she said when she was trying to do 99% all correct, it was so stressful. And then she backed it off to about 85. Of course, her 85 is a lot. Anyway, let's do hence away and then hold on to your fill. And go. Up a half step. And hold it. Excellent. Do hence away only altos. And hence away. Good. And hence away. Can you give me a little bobblehead in the middle of your head? And a higher NG tongue? And go. Hence away. Bobblehead. And next note. Yes, and your B sharp was wonderful. It was wonderful. It didn't have a capped off feeling. Second sopranos. And go. That's it. Do that again. And hence away. And you don't go to the L. It'll be more like a fi, or almost a fi. Yeah, almost an E. Good. Sopranos, do you want to do yours? Align yourself. Get in that bobblehead. Now go back down to your ribs and go. And a little more E into that. Very good. Everyone, this time we're going to do it together. Hold fit. And 1. And slow. Bobblehead. Hold. Almost. Yeah. Turn a little. Yeah. So we're not parachuting down. Unfortunately, we have to jump. Boom. Let's do that again. And go. And so. Yes. Good job. Good job. Now let's go on and sing your parts. Do you remember? I think we've only done it maybe once, but try it with everybody. Ready? 45, measure 45, and go. Excellent. Now the most important section in this part is the second sopranos, because we have a lot of unisons. We've got some F sharps and Ds and back to F sharp, and you've got that middle section. So I would like you to never sing that pianissimo, never sing it piano, never sing it mezzo piano, sing it fortissimo. Let's start at that bottom of the page. It's actually measure 49. The numbers are way below the systems. Tiny, 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 tiny. All right. Let's just do the second sopranos. Ready? And go. Oh, seconds. Would you hold your hand out like this? And I want about an inch. I would like you to sing into the la 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 bye. Spin on your hand. Ready? Go. Exactly, and that's the rhythm. Try that again, and that's everybody's rhythm. Ready? Into the hand. Talk to the hand. Sing to the hand. Go. Very good. Now, it was a little trick I learned at the convention. People always say, "Oh, Deb, you've been to the convention, haven't you?" Because you got some other trick. They used a credit card, or even better yet, a card, calling card, whatever they call them, because they vibrated a little bit. And it's very narrow. And what you end up doing is closing your mouth a little bit. Anybody know what that's called when we close the front of our tube, our vocal tract? Someone. It creates the Bernoulli effect. It's called occlusion. Occlusion. SOVT. If you go to a NATS convention or a ACTA convention, they talk a lot about SOVT. It's semi-occluded vocal tract. Because we need, it's like any instrument. You can't have too big a clarinet. You gotta hone it down. So we are nothing but a little pipe organ, and we have to have shape and occlusion. So we're going to do that again, seconds. That was beautiful. Sing to the hand, sing to the credit card. Ready?
Can I have you add that you're going to sing
Right.
Get an ah in there, and you'll alter them.
Do you remember what that backward C is? Anyone? An ah sound, an aw sound. Lullaby. Okay, that's what that means. Ready? Seconds, in. Right, so the rhythm is, and then you can put the E later. La 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 bye, la la bye, la la bye, la la bye. And it's just a tongue. It's not bye, bye, ya, 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 ya. All right. everyone, measure 49. 1 and 2, go. Yes, yes, yes. And going on, we have 2 parts here. Never. Everyone say never. Never. No R. Let's just do the first sopranos, please. Ready? And. Let's go. Never going on. Never on. So turn your page. Ready? And. And that will be an eighth, a quarter note. So fill it in and put a quarter rest. Yes. Second sopranos also. Annoy. And that's, you put the E on the rest. Noi, noi. Not in the cheeks. All right, very good. Second sopranos, please. Pick up to measure 53. So turn your page, ready, and breathe. Oh, wait, wait. Right to here, ready, go. Right, and so we need to do a bobblehead, a little higher palate. That dome above the high tongue, so it's really high up there. There's an Andy Griffith thing, he talks about Carmen. You know, Carmen and that Don Josie who fell in love with Carmen. And he says, and the roofs of their mouths were way up there. So your roofs of your mouths need to be way up there. All right, let's try that again. Seconds to the card and go. Rest. Excellent. Altos. Your rhythm is 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2. Would you clap your rhythm? Ready? And 1, 2, 2. Rest. Yes. Would you sing it now? Never. Ready? And. Perfect, perfect. And let's start with your pickup. Ready? And 1. Never, never home of lovely lady. Good, now you got it. Now you got it. Do that again. So you'll start sooner. You'll go 1, never. Ready? And 1. Never home of lovely lady. Excellent. Now let's go back to measure 45. Get out your credit cards. Or Pete's cards. Philomel. Ready? And. You do it with your lips. Our lovely. Everyone say our. Remember how you have Myron? E-O, E-U, E-U. Our. Our. And more of an our rather than our. Awesome. Do that backward C. Awesome. Our. Great. Philomel is a songbird. So let's do that again. Measure 45, you little songbirdies. Check your bobblehead, check your, it's a full body activity, this singing. It's just like a sport, just like, you get to the base. You've got to have your back up, you've got to have your knees in a certain way. The weirdest one to me is golf. You have to hold your club in a weird way. And then, this is not natural. So neither is singing. Ready? And go. Excellent. NG tongue. Ribs. Now, I wasn't hearing the second sopranos. It almost sounded like you were singing with the altos. Not sure. Let's do, remember seconds, when you finish your lullaby on the first line, measure 48. Lullaby, and you stay right there. And can I have you sing a little more out to here? And you sounded fabulous. Another word for this is just projection, okay? But you get projection by having back pressure in your mouth. I know it's weird, but anyway. Let's do the first line again, and I really feature seconds. Ready? Now listen how pretty this is, and go. To the card. Excellent. I think that's all we'll do on that.
It was hard, altos coming in on that.
On that one? So you have to wait for it. Never. Or in fact, you can even do, you can go, so you can mouth it. Okay, let's do that again. Stand, please. From the beginning, how about that? You spotted snakes with double tongues. Be a little more operatic. Get to the card. Woo-hoo. You can leave me your security code later. Ready? And you spotted snakes with double tongues. Honey hedgehogs we not see. Newts and blind ones do no wrong. Come not near our fairy. Hold it. Ribs. Now smoother. Come not near our fairy queen. Come not near our fairy queen. Hence away. Rest. Hence away. Rest. You spotted snakes with double tongue. Naughty hedgehogs did not see. Off. Hence away. Off. Hence away. Ribs. Singing our sweet lullaby. Lullaby, lullaby, lullaby. Never come on lovely lady night. Excellent. Let's do that again.
So we have some rhythm. I'm hearing it here in the soprano section on measure 50 and 51. So I don't know if everybody's comfortable with, so it's lullaby, 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 lullaby. So the two fast ones are the in. The first slower ones, we want to think of it that way.
While we're there, let's just do that. Everyone, lullaby. This is measure 49. Ready? I know you're looking down. Let's see if you can breathe. Oh, yeah. Good. And you look great. Ready? And breathe. Ba. Yes, and more of a ba instead of by. Even ah, Try a ball. Awesome. You sound awesome. Great. Let's do one more time, measure 45, Philomel.
Can we go into it from pencil?
Absolutely. Bottom of page 4. Ready? And 1. Ribs. Bobblehead. More sound. You got it, altos. Excellent. Nine, 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 nine. And then just move your tongue. Right. Excellent. Good job. Comfortable with that? Pretty comfortable? Great job. And then there's some tricky rhythms. Go to page 10, please. Just so you know what's coming up. Try this. It should look familiar. Different words. And 1. Good, just so you know, spiders, spiders. And was it Jan suggested that we get little witches' noses? Oh, Marlies, that's right, that's right. So we were looking in.
I thought it was double.
Oh, double, that was double. Sorry. Yeah. But this is sort of. Hey, if we can get two songs for one, there we go. Weaving spiders, come not here. So we want a little more, come not here. So we want a little more consonant, but it's not, consonants are not in the jaw. There are names for consonants, and people like Ariana know all of those, and Susan probably knows them. There are things called labial dental. That's up here. Labial. No. Alveolar ridge. Everyone go la da ta na la. There are labial ba pa ma. There's one here. The H is done down here. There are labial dental, lip to teeth, fa, fa, va. But there is no jaw consonant, none. They're all done in that Myron position. Great. So weaving. Ready and. Watch your bobblehead. Enter the card. Beetles black approach not here. One more snail do no offense. One more snail do no offense. And so you have something different. Yes. Okay. But so it's a little different. Skip to page 13. 13. Measure 123. Ready? Full voice. Right to here. Put out your fingers like this. Altos. Sing to the edge of your hand. Ready? Go. Beautiful. Excellent. Good job. Stretch a little bit. Let's do hey ho.
This is so sad.
Hey ho for a husband?
Yeah, the ending, you know. She's like,
I don't know.
married, then she winds up getting married, and she's going to regret it the rest of her life.
Okay. All right, this is in three parts. Let's just do the, can we do the seconds and firsts together? And altos, you have a little trickier problem in this page because you have to look way up far for those words. So just take a look at your words. We'll sing your part first. Ready? And there was a lady. Let's do that again. Ready? There was a maid the other day is the second. And go. Slower, please. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Now there's one note in there that you should all be singing the same thing. Would you side measure 3, 3, 4. Yes, keep going. You got it. Yeah, there's a few stumbly notes, that's fine. They always call these stumble-throughs. Good. Altos, would everyone sing the alto part? Everybody. Ready? So you're going to have to look at the top line of those words.
Oh, that's us.
That's you. So on that first system, it's a little hard to tell. You are on the second line of the first system, not the third line. Ready? Where it says alto.
Oh.
Ready? And go. Yes. All wives might keep going down. Great. Now let's put that together as best you can. Ready? And. There was a maid the other day who sighed sore God born, and she said all wives might have their way, but maidens they might not. Great. Kind of getting that? Sounds good. Sounds good up here. Let's do this, just the first soprano. Everyone sing the first soprano if you can. So first sopranos start. Now there's 3 lines. Okay, first sopranos. And 3. 4. 2, 3. Off. Wait. 1, 2, 3. And that's as far as we'll go. Great. Good. Back to the first page. Second sopranos, you come in later. Here's your pitch. 1, 2, 3. is one whole step below the seconds. They sing this and you sing this. Chopsticks, bum 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 bum. So bum bum is your pitch, there's your pitch, and go. Full 18 years. And if I chance to die a maid, Apollo is forsworn. Great. We're going to start everyone at measure 12. We're going to start with the altos. And if, and you come in, and if, and first come in, and if. So this is called the pickup to measure 13. So measure 13, the pickup is the note before. So it's the last, if you don't know, I'm sorry, maybe you don't have the measure numbers. At page 14, it's measure 11. So just write that in. And then the bottom system is 15.
Wait, it says page 15 is wrong. That's not true.
Now, ignore that. Yes, I see it. Oh, that's,
So on page 14, that's 11 and 15. And page 15, it's 20 and 24.
Yeah.
Mhm. So let's do your pickup to measure 13. And if, and then seconds, and if, and first, you just say, I die, okay? We're gonna start with the altos. See where we are? 1, 2, 3. And if I just to yes, so we meet on the word, well, actually we meet on die and may, but we all come nice and cleanly together on Apollo. Let's try that again. Apollo. Yes, that's the problem with hyphenated English. Apollo. You know, the god of art and song and. Okay. All right. Here we go. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, nice. I wish you could stand up here and hear that. It's really beautiful. Try that again. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Are you hearing it? Great. Let's start from the beginning. I think that's all we'll do, and I will just make sure, I'm sure I sent out the file for this. So let's start from the beginning. Check your bobblehead. It's really easy to just start doing that. And when you do this, you're crunching your larynx, and there's a tube in there, and we want to keep it open. 1, 2, 3, and sing. Full good. So the tricky part is at measure 10. So 6, 7, 8, or measure 9 actually. Let us start, please. Sopranos, would you sing your full 18 years half? And I would like you hold your half, you hold your full, and you hold your full when you come in, okay? And 3. Hold this note. Now, seconds, if you want to just sing along, full 18 years full, full 18 years full. So you just go down a step. If you want to sing along, full 18 years full, and you're going to skip down. Everybody sing the first soprano part and find your, and then hold your note, and go. Full 18 and hold. You got it. So use the first soprano, sing the first soprano. Let's do that again, and this time we'll go on. 1, 2, and breathe. Bobblehead. Voila. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Let's do a little bit of hark. Maybe, if you don't mind, Jacqueline, I'll play some chords on this. I tell you, we start to appreciate the inner lines when all of a sudden we have to sing them. Oh no!
I'll try to help you seconds, but I'm no guarantees.
All right, everybody sing the first part. I had a dream the other night,
The funniest dream of all. I dreamed I saw a great big man behind the garden. Good night, I love you. Good night, I love you. I love you in the springtime and the fall. Good night, I love you. Good night, I love you. I love you the best of all.
Good, so now right in there, there's a little tricky rhythm. Love you the best of all. So it's quicker. Love you the best of all. Oh. So we want that little syncopation. Love you the best of all. Oh. That's the seconds. First altos. Love you the best of all. Oh. And you're going to go back to your F. That's tricky, right? And alto 2s. Let's just do that. And actually, may I hear the first altos? Love you the best of all. So you're going to go back to the same note you started. Love you the best of all. That's right. Same note, same pitch. And then let's hear the seconds. Second sopranos. And and you go back to your same note. First sopranos. And and altos 2s are the only people that don't go back to their same note. Ready? And
Love you the best of all.
let's do that together. Ready? And measure 6. And then you go to the second ending. Ready, and. Good, now let's work on a measure, whatever it is, measure 13, measure 14. First, you got yours. Seconds, you're going, good night, I love you, I love you the best of all. Good, would you do that again? Now I'm at measure 9, 10, 11, measure 11. First page, ready, and. Good, all the same pitches, right. Now, first, altos, sorry. Good night, ready, measure 11, third measure, and. That's right. And second altos, measure 11, ready, and. And again, second altos, measure 11, and. Speaking of half steps and whole steps, all right, let's go back to measure 6, and we're going to do it the second ending. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Slide up a half step. Right, and then it goes. And. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, now, so that's called triplets. Those are called triplets. Triplet. Do you see a little tiny 3 in there? Those brackets have a little 3 in them. So over 2 beats, we have 3 notes. Triplet. We're going to start with the second altos. Second altos, you go pretty low. Ready? Childless flowers that lies. And go. Got it. Alto ones. do that again. Listen, and. So what about those notes? They're an octave apart. They're the same notes except the very last one. So let's do that again. So you notice they're the same pitches, an octave apart. And. Great, everyone. And. Good. And then it goes to another key. Let's try just singing that. It's got some syncopation. Everybody sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And all the flowers that Mary buds begin to open their eyes.
4.
With all the birds upon the wing, my lady, sweet arise.
Yes, keep going. So be courageous one. Take that high G, sopranos, and go. Good, and keep going. A new key, and two, and there, ready for prime time. But that gives you the idea of the whole thing. Yeah? It's fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, just have a stand up and again, find someone, again, a conductor in the Berkeley Chamber Chorus used to always say that. And this was a small chorus of maybe 20 people. Talk to someone you've never talked to, and you'd be amazed. There'd be a lot of people I hadn't talked to, 20. But anyway, talk to someone you've never talked to. And you two people, stretch, get a drink of water.
You want to switch?
Grab some water, stretch, especially if you've been sitting in front of a computer.
I know, they are really good. They're right by the Grand Theater.
and his last. And what I really want to make sure is that you have the correct version. So,
It was a lover. Remember we
Lover.
talked about this when
lover.
Debbie was gone, I said, we'll have to ask Debbie, so I did, and she's got the answers for you.
All right, so some of the versions are different than others. The one you should have is lover. Is at the end of the first line, there should be an E flat. Okay, what else?
So in the first two notes, there's not this, but just this. It was, right, so no.
Yes, on the very first page, it should go from an F to an A.
For the soprano.
It was. And if you do not have it, I have some extra copies here that I've copied. And if you need a different copy, come and get it.
And the other thing was, in the alto part,
Come and get it.
in the alto part, it was not this, but this. Right?
Yes.
I need 2 copies.
2, 3. Thank you. So altos, it was a lover.
So this is the wrong one?
That's correct. That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
Right.
Okay, so then, oh my God, this is really. That's the wrong one.
All right.
I better burn it.
Okay. Right. Correct. Freddie, you're back. Do you want me to put the stuff away? I can put it away. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Here we go. So we'll do the soprano. Let's do the alto first. So this goes, it was a lover, and lover. So just use your lips again, like our, and 1 and 2. Good. Now do that again and get a little more. It was a lover. Remember the NG tone, but also remember the high palate. Take that drink of water. Feel the water. Feel it. Feel it. 1 and 2. Yes. Now the pitch is much better. Excellent. Excellent. Now do that one more time and remember the ribs. It was a lover. And stay on your ribs. Put your hand, one hand here, maybe one hand on your pec. Hold your music with your teeth. Anyway, 1 and 2. Excellent. Good. And sopranos. 1 and 2. Once more, so you got 2 C's in there. It was a lover, 2 C's. And 1, and breathe. Yes, and then Jacqueline will play the next section and listen for that E flat. And right, mi, fa, so. Would you sing mi? Play the D again, mi. D, E flat, yes. Would you sing mi, fa, so? Mi, fa, so, and. Right, because between mi and fa is a half step. Good. Would you sing now with a hey and a ho and a hey, first sopranos, and with a hey. Would you sing that whole 2 systems? And
All sopranos.
all sopranos. Check your bobblehead. It was a lover and his, and bring it up and back a little bit. 1 and 2. Ribs. Bobble. Excellent. Now we want to get the altos in there. So would you do your second system? And 1. And hey, nonny, no. And Jacqueline, would you play that again for them?
I'm not following exactly where you are.
Second system,
Oh,
altos.
this whole thing.
Just the altos. Yes. And hey, nonny, nonny, no. Good. And again. And 1. Good, and make sure your singing voice and those 2 little 7s are rests. Oh, good. Now, may I have? Let's put it together. 1 and 2. Sopranos. And hey, nonny, no. And hey, nonny, nonny, no. Excellent. One more time. Try the second verse. This carol they began that hour. Pucker. 1 and 2. Great. Altos, next section. And unfortunately, your words are way up there. That o'er the green cornfield did pass. So you sort of have to memorize the words. And that o'er the green cornfield did pass. Now, one nice thing about this music is mostly steps. We have a third. Bum, 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 step, 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 step. Once more, and go. And be careful of corn. And then going on. In springtime, the only pretty when birds do sing. Rest. Ding, ding, sweet right, and that last measure, lovers love the spring. So it's got a little dot. Lovers love the spring. Okay? Good. And if you're not sure about it, that's fine. Now, sopranos, pick up to the last system, pick up to the third system, that o'er the green cornfield did pass, use your lips. 1 and 2. Right, very good. Let's try and put that together. Nice and kind of just do the best you can. Pick up to the third system. That, 1, and go. The green cornfield did pass in springtime, the only pretty ringtime when birds do sing. Sweet Yes, yes, and let's do that again. 1 and 2. Good. So altos, that oh the. So you're going to go up from an F to an A and back down. Good. Again, 1 and 2. That oh the green cornfield did pass in Very good. Altos, let's hear your hey ding a ding a ding. Okay. And 1. Excellent. Let's do that section starting with the sopranos. It starts on the C. Everybody starts on the C. And 1 and breathe. Yes, and there's a little discordance on love. Funny that they would have a little dissonance on the word love. So Jacqueline will play it and you'll hear it. Right, it's called tension resolution, dissonance resolution. Right, good. Let's stand and do this whole thing. It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey, nonny no and a hey, nonny no. A little faster. 1 and 2. It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey, nonny no. Good. Oh, now that comes fast, doesn't it? So altos. That oh the. Just make sure you toss up and then come back down. So let's do, would you start in your first system with a hey and a ho and ah, make sure that's a half step, that flat. Yeah. It's kind of modal rather than a regular major scale. And so when you come in the second system, and 1. Tiny flip of the R. And what we do also, SPR, that's a lot of consonant. So you'll want to go in springtime. Put the SPR as soon as you can. In springtime. So you get to the E, or E, almost an E. In springtime, in springtime. It's a lot of consonants. German is even worse. Sometimes there are 5 consonants and you gotta go schnieke, schnuck. And then you finally get to the vowel. So you have to really get that SPR out of the way. Let's do the bottom system, starting with the sopranos. In spring. And don't go to the end too soon. In spring. So we have 1 N, we have an N, an S, a P, and an R. We have 4 consonants to get in there. And yet we have to sing on the vowel. In the spring, in the spring. So that's why when you Myron, you just use a little bit of in the spring, rather than in spring. That's one of the biggest bones in the body is that mandible, and it's heavy and it's slow. So don't use it. Okay, sopranos. And 1 and 2. Yes, and one more time. And this time I want you to take a bungee cord. In the springtime, spring, nee, nee, nee. I feel my NG tongue up there. It's not going spring, spring. And there's an NG at the end, so just put that tongue right there.
Yeah, put the NG with the T. Spring, spring.
In spring, time.
Late. It's right with the T.
Yes.
So notice that she's holding on to the E vowel a long time. It's an NG tongue, but we're not actually singing the NG until we get to the T at the time.
Unfortunately, NG does have pitch. We could go springtime, but we don't want to. So just bring that tongue up just right a little higher, and then you got it. All right, and enjoy. In springtime, I want you to all be divas right now. And every time you sing spree, S-P-R-E-E, I want you to do this. Or one hand anyway. Ready? And 1 and 2. Oh, here. I was singing their part, sorry. In springtime, and get your SP sooner, your N later, your NG later, your T sooner. All right, here we go. And 1 and 2. Now, altos, I need some E on in also. In the spring, I want you to be a little Italian, okay? In the springtime. Why do you think Italians are such good singers? E, they got a really high tongue and a really bright sound. And okay, in the springtime. And 1. In the springtime. Good. Now I want you to sing to the card.
Nice E at the end.
Sing to the card, because you're doing a beautiful job, and it's a little bit in spring, it's a little here. We need some occlusion. So think of even a great actor. They've got that wah, wah, wah. Actually, it's closed. They have a tube. It's part of their vocal tract. It's got pressure in there. So we're going to start again, and I would like you to be a little more operatic. It was a marvelous day. Sing to the card, occlude a little bit. Ready? And have a good time. And 1 and 2. It was a Now that is almost ready for prime time. Just one thing, altos. When you are on the second page, first system, it almost doesn't sound like you're ready for your hey. It goes, ring time when birds to sing. Oh yeah, hey ding a ding a ding. It's got this kind of back quality. Hey, help, Hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding. So you've got to get that vocal tract back up and ready and pressurized. Hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding. And your H comes from here. Hey, but you have to have that high tongue. Would you start your hey, ding, hey, and your hey, I want you to compete for the brightest, most exciting hey. Who's going to have it? Sopranos or altos? All right, sopranos, you start. 1 and 2. Excellent. Now I would like a little rounder sound because I know it was like, hey, hey. So I've got that palate high, really high, the bobblehead, so the alignment is good, and we're not pressing on your larynx. Hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding. So we've got the full vocal tract going. Ready? 1 and 2. Uh-oh, can you do that again? It wasn't quite together. Just a little more. The altos. Would you sing K with a K? M. A little more. Do an NG. All right, and sing it together and go. Now do an A, hey, and. That was better. Do you feel your teeth on this upper teeth, your tongue on the upper teeth? Okay, that's where it should be. And 1. That's better. That's good. Good. One more time. And. And 1. Yes. Very good. And everybody, and just the altos, and go. Yes, good. Now everyone, and go. Excellent. Now face in, and you're going to converse. Hey, ding, hey, ding. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Right. And we love the spring. Ready? 1 and 2. Whoa. Now, sopranos. Now you're talking instead of singing. And I was hearing, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding, hey. And we're singing. We have to pressurize to get to the card. But altos, that was spot on entrance. Ready? Don't forget, we're singers. We are not speaking. 1 and 2. Oh, yes. Did you hear how you all agreed on that last note also? That was perfect. Great. Let's do a little double. How are we doing for time? Well done. So we'll do double. And someone who was talking about, we were talking about in God I Hate Shakespeare, who is Nigel and who is Nick? Oh, we'll do double and then, yeah. Okay. Scatterbrain, okay. And remember those half steps and whole steps that you did a beautiful job on last week. And here we go. 1 and 2, and. just swings to that dumb position. Go.
Something wicked this way comes.
Beautiful.
I am mute and torn from all of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and my words sing. Lizard's leg and parrot's wing.
Excellent.
Now put a little bit of that in there.
Ready and go.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, something wicked this way comes.
Now, let me tell you how fabulous that was. What you had was what they call squealo. In classical singing, it is that sound,
Not nasal necessarily.
it comes from here. Double, double. You're closing the AES down here. That was quite stunning. And you could sing that way all the time. Not very many of you went now nasal. Now we can go nasal a little bit. In pop singing, it's a little bit nasal, the palate's half down. A lot of announcers are sort of having that sound a little bit. The palate's half down. So you can sing many different styles if you know what to do with your body parts. So would you bring your palate down a little bit, and you're going to have a little air leaking through your nose. Measure 28. Ready, and.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, something wicked this way comes.
That is just too beautiful.
In the cauldron boil and bake, fill it up of any stake. Scale a dragon tooth of gold, which is mommy, maw, and golf. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Something wicked this way comes.
Excellent. Just do comes and off. Right. Would you, Mark, please, how about measure 60? We'll do some dynamics. Would you be very soft, measure 60? And then we'll build slowly to 64. We'll crescendo. Starting at measure 60, please. Very soft, but always to the card. Always to the card. 1, 2, ready, and.
Double, double,
More.
toil and trouble,
More.
fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Something wicked this way comes.
Very nice. Great. Great job. Great job. The next piece is full fathom 5. We're not going to do it, but we'll do it next week. I just want to point out that soprano 2s, you sing the top line. Soprano 1s, you sing the second line. And altos, you sing the bottom line. Okay? Pretty pretty much all the way, yeah, well, all the way through. So soprano 2 is you're going to sing the top line. And then soprano 1's. And altos. Okay, so we'll do that next week. Would you go back a page to Come Gentle Night? And would you put in a little of that, a little witchy sound? I had a teacher that always would say, Deb, I want some quack. And so I would go, quack, quack. But what he meant was quack, quack. Would you all do a quack right in your larynx? Go. Quack, quack. Keep your tongue out though. Quack, quack. Right. And that's called squealo, squealo, pretty much. Okay. Add a little bit of that to your recipe of voice. And that's what the voice does to humans. And that squealo and that core was amazing. Fabulous. Could you tell? Could you tell that core sound? I'm going to have you do it again and listen, start to listen. Sometimes it's hard to sing and listen and do all this stuff that we're asking you to do and do the words, but it was just beautiful. And I got chills. Quack in the larynx. Would you hear that? Great, 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 great. Wow, we've done a lot, a lot. I was taking a look at, yes, that music, whatever it's called. God, I Hate Shakespeare. And we'll work on this one next week, so let's do that and the middle part, and I will send it all out again. And now let's do the 3 madrigals, and have a stand, if you would, if you aren't too tired. You're doing a great job. And we'll do spring next week also, okay? Now we can have a little bit of that quack right in here, just right here, right here. To the card though, there are so many opposites in singing. You open this and you close that. What? Gee. Here we go.
Mistress mine, where are you roaming all day and here? Your true love's calling, that can sing both high and low, high and low, high and low. No further pretty sweet angel, no further pretty sweet angel, journeys hand in others leading, every wise man's song doth know. What is not hereafter, present birth and present laughter, what's to come is still, 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 still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty, in delay there lies no plenty, in delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me sweet, then come kiss me sweet, and 20 is the stuff that not enjoy, not
Now, bobblehead, ribs, to the card, a clue, a little squeal.
Take those lips away, that so sweetly were forsworn. And those eyes, the break of day, lights that do mislead the one. But my kisses bring again, bring again.
Bobblehead and breathe.
Seals of love, but sealed in vain, sealed in vain.
Hold that note and
Take those lips away, that so sweetly were forsworn. And those eyes, the break of day, lights that do mislead the
keep holding, ribs out. Don't turn the page yet. Now turn the page. Don't want to ruin the mood.
Silent morning, silent morning.
page 10, measure 26.
Yes.
And the ending, where 57 into 58.
Yes.
That's
So,
the first one.
That's higher, and then at 36, yeah, so that first one is higher. Everyone, 24, please. So you're converting your sounds of woe to, hey, naughty, naughty. 24, this is page 10, measure 24. Ready, and.
Hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey.
Got it. And then the ending, page 12, I'm so glad you caught that, I didn't hear it. Measure 53, we're gonna start soft and get louder and louder and louder. So start at about a volume 3, but with squealo, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every measure gets louder. Ready, and.
Hey, naughty, 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 hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey.
Now, be very careful at 57, we all are on the same note, all on the same note. So let's do one more time. That was a beautiful crescendo. Volume 3, go.
Hey, naughty, hey, naughty,
4,
naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hey.
got it. Yay. It's so much fun to get to a point where we can start doing some dynamics. Yay, congratulations. Before you leave, if you would, if you are in a row that has those signs, which is the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, if you would put those back, that would be really helpful to us. And thank you, Jacqueline.